All right, HubSpot leans into what we call the culture code. To be an inbound, part of the inbound revolution, you have to live the inbound culture. Turns out that inbound isn't just marketing and sales tactics, it's also the way you run your company, right? Explain what the HubSpot culture code is, Olivia.
Have you heard of the acronym HEART?
HEART, yes, H-E-A-R-T.
Yeah. Humble.
Humble, empathetic.
I always forget the A.
Adaptable.
Adaptable, remarkable.
Remarkable.
Transparent.
The T is transparent. Okay, so this is the most downloaded slide share in the history of SlideShare. Dharmesh Shah invented the HubSpot culture code, and it is the only really policy that we have at HubSpot. There's one policy at HubSpot. We don't really have a policy manual, right? Can anybody guess what the one policy is at HubSpot? There is no policy. No, there's actually one. It's use good judgment, right? If anybody has a policy manual, we're making fun of like user manuals. Does anybody remember user manuals, right? If you're like over 40 years old, you remember they're like 140 pages. They got all these pictures, right? Some of the millennials are like, what are you talking about? But user manuals, that's how you like ran a software program. That's how you learned about something. The way we run our organization is we hire super impactful people that can think on their own, and all we want them to do is use good judgment. If you want to see the HubSpot Culture Code, just Google it. There's a blog article and then 128 slides. And I strongly urge you, if you're going to practice inbound, to create inbound internally. Just like you have a buyer persona for a target customer, let's make sure you have an employee persona so you can get the right people to work in your organization. There are a fair amount of potholes, right? What we find is that marketing and salespeople understand this because they're on the front line, right? You guys all know when I say that your customer has changed, what that means as it relates to the details of how you engage, right? Marketers see this all the time. Sometimes senior managers are a little bit more removed, and so there needs to be a requirement for how you can engage and educate them how inbound is this competitive advantage. At HubSpot, we lean into diversity, right? What's your experience been with diversity at HubSpot, Olivia?
Oh, amazing. Like, it's bizarre that I say amazing. I take it for granted that I'm viewed as an equal. Not every woman has that opportunity in the organization in which they work at. There's no difference whether you're a male or a female within HubSpot. You're viewed as one, you're viewed as equal, and you do your job and you use good judgment. But it is important that HubSpot recognizes it as well. So we've joined, I think it's 20% of companies who have 3 women on the board. 50%, I think it's 50% at the moment now, of women are managers. If we're selling to women, if we're engaging with different businesses and different organizations, then we need to have women on board. We need to have women on board as managers, on the director level as well, because that's half the population as well. So you need to make sure that you've got different ideas, cultures. So it's really important from that perspective. But for me as HubSpot and as being as a woman, I'm viewed as equal. It doesn't make a difference on the pay scale. I'm viewed as an equal, and I know exactly what a male's earning versus what I'm earning, and I think that's what's really important.
Very nice. Katie Burke is our Chief People Officer.
Amazing.
Voice of the employee, right? In 2014, 25% of our managers were women. 2015, it moved to 35%. 2016, it was 41%. 2017, 46% of our vice presidents and over half of our managers are women, right? Which is part of living the inbound revolution and the inbound organization. Katie Yang Mack, who now runs the agency partner program in North America, got promoted on maternity leave. Whenever I hear that, I want to cry. So great. All right, in 2017, I wrote a book called The Inbound Organization. If you need more information or need to convince more people in your company that this is the right way to go, right? What we have proven, right, over the last 12 years is inbound is this revolution, right? In 2007, when I was the first salesperson for HubSpot, people had asked me 2 questions. Number 1, what is inbound? Do you guys feel like you know inbound now? Is that a pretty good overview? Number 2, they'd say, would it work? And in 2007, I'm like, well, we got 30 customers. I think it'll work. I'm not quite sure. Today, we have over 60,000 paying customers. We have hundreds of thousands of people using the free HubSpot software, right? All of our new products come out with free versions, right? Because we want you to get immediate value. We want you to try before you make a financial commitment. We want to make sure that it's a good fit, right? And the inbound organization talks about a lot of the stuff that we talked about today, how to align your sales and marketing, how to do buyer personas, how to make sure that you have an inbound operating system so that you can scale and grow your